Hey, folks, how is everyone doing out there? You know what? I knew I was going to do that. Man, I always do this. Why do I do that? I'm going to leave it there for a while just to see what happens. I'm just going to leave it blank and just
It might
see.
be the best show they ever watched.
Hey, gang, what's going on, folks?
Hi, everybody. We got a lot
Hey.
of stuff going on today, and we're really glad you joined us. And if Michael disappears for a little while, it's okay.
You'll know. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Just kind of a.
That's right. It's not like we have a live show that we do every Wednesday.
I know.
It's fine.
It's my fault.
It's fine. Hey, I'm glad to be here. I have missed a couple, so I'm kind of glad to be here. And my roof, I had a
I
tree
know.
fall
Crazy stuff.
on the roof of my house, and it's been over a week. It's been over a week since they removed it, and the holes got taped yesterday. Okay, that was a moment where if Michael wasn't distracted, he would have went, "What? Taped? It's fine. I'll fill in for him."
So you taped the whole thing? You taped the whole thing?
We did not tape it. We rent. We rent. So we get what we get, okay? And we do not throw a fit.
Yeah.
Like, this is something I used to tell my children. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And now apparently I've got to learn this lesson myself as well. But hopefully the roof will be fixed soon because it's been raining today.
God. You know, and you guys in Arizona don't get much rain hardly ever all year, and all of a sudden
not until a tree falls down on our house. That's when we get it. All right, so let's say hi to everybody. Hi,
Hey, Jalin, community member Jalin. Yep, Gil, there you go. Upstate South Carolina. Hello, sir. Mike, another community member. You can see the little symbol next to his name. Andrew, what dance doing here? Okay,
that's right.
Dancing's good. Donna, another community member. Nice.
I got Ron.
Excellent. Ron, there we go. Look at there. Wow. It was in 1994. There you go. There you are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible, no question. So, thank you very much, Mike. Gravity always wins. Yes, exactly what Gil says, gravity 1, Heather 0. Exactly right. And Donna's in Hudson Valley, New York. Thanks for sharing that. So, today we're going to be talking about polls, or not like a tree is a poll. Not like that kind of a poll, but like polling, not even like, going to the polls in November, those of us in America who are going to be voting in a couple months. We're not talking about those either, but we are talking about voting. We would like to know if your vote counts when you are thinking about engaging with your audience and doing a live stream, or having like a YouTube channel and engage like a Facebook page, all these different places. Like right now, we could actually have an event right now where we could poll the audience and find out how many people live in America and how many people don't. We could do that. We sort of already know, so we're not going to do that poll because we just went through the list, right? So we're not going to do that poll, but you could do it for all kinds of things. I mean, maybe one thing that happens on Twitch, and I was going to have this example and I completely forgot about it, but I just remembered. So one thing that happens on Twitch often is when I'm watching a live stream, the person streaming will poll the audience to find out, should we do this or do that in a game, or whatever they're working on, which is actually really cool. You kind of need moderators to do it though, because I've tried doing those polls live while painting. It was a nightmare for anybody in the few people in this audience who were a part of my shows. If you were there, it was a nightmare because it's not play, but it is available. It's a thing that's available, and there's lots of different programs, lots of different streaming platforms have them. Michael, are you capable of sharing what you have?
Let me do it. Let me do it right now. Yep, let me do it right now. There we go. I'm gonna go full page. Here we go. So yes. So even like here, this is just in a post inside of YouTube that they have. They have image polls and text poll that they have. They just started doing the image.
This is brand new though, right? Because I remember they had polls before, but they weren't separated like this, and it went away.
Yeah, I don't know how new it is, be honest
Okay.
with you, but I know they have it. And then
Okay.
like most meeting software now, like Zoom right here, you can
Mm.
see it has polling
Yeah,
that's
so Jolyn
available.
mentioned this. She said, "I've used Zoom polls on
Yes.
occasion during presentations when needed. It works nicely," she said.
And then Google Meet for certain accounts. You have certain accounts that it will allow you to, and all of these places right here. Those are the
That's pretty
ones that allow
cool.
you to do that. So yeah,
That's pretty
it's
cool.
out there.
So Andrew mentioned, I find polls more useful for larger groups rather than smaller ones, and that's a valid point. So last night,
Mhm.
we had about roughly 30 people in an event, and we were trying to come up with a name for our new group. And the person in charge used a service I had never heard of before, and I thought, man, we've got to show this because I think it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of neat features, not just a polling feature like choose A or B, choose one or two. Not just that. It was there's a lot of different things. So can I show that? Would you mind if I showed that right now? All right.
Let's
So I'm
do
going to
it.
go.
Let's do it. Show
I'm
it. Show it.
I'm gonna show it
Oh,
to the put it up here on screen, and this is interactive for all of you watching right now. Go ahead and go to that www.menti.com, and then when you use the code 58304239, you can actually be a part of this live interactive it's an engagement meter basically. So check it out. Come on. I'm going to do it right now because,
Heather, I would love to know where a dessert island is anyway. Can you help me out with that?
okay, so I knew you were going to say that. I thought for sure that you would say that you would add your dessert to the list before you would ask me that question because I honestly thought for sure that's what you were going to say. So let's see. I'm going to
This is actually pretty
menti.com
cool.
right
This
now.
is awesome. And you entered that code. Okay.
Okay, first you have to type www properly, which I did not do.
So I wonder another thing. Okay, so I'll get to the questions about it later or whatever.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
'cause
Let's
there's
check
probably
it out and
tons
see
of
what
them.
happens because
Yeah.
people should be adding to it. It's taking me a minute because I'm also hosting a
Remember,
show,
folks,
but
do
it's
you
fine.
use polls live or in posts or anything like that? Do you guys do any of that? Would love to hear or see anybody that says that.
All right, let's see. I would see. It should happen. Did it happen? Oh, look at here. Okay, so here we go. We've got a couple
Oh
of
yeah, it's over
options.
there. 3. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get it here. Oh, cool.
Wait a minute. This is brand new to me.
Okay.
Can you guys see it happening? No?
I see 4. Yeah, I see. You can barely see it down the bottom corner, but I see it.
Okay, let's see. If I do this, does it show the?
Hold on, I can't have one show without doing my ice. I have to do my ice at least.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Oh, I see what's
Heather
happening.
always gives me a hard time.
Okay, so these are all of the presentation things. So this is funny because reached the end of the presentation. All right. So this is not how I did it last night. That's kind of funny.
Okay.
View results. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Where are the results, guys?
Cool. Look at there. That's kind of cool. Now everybody's like, where's that code again?
I know. So in yesterday's thing, when we did it, it all happened live, like things were happening live. So I must have done something wrong, which doesn't surprise me too much. But yeah, so I didn't let people submit multiple times. Did you see it pop up? Was it popping up?
58304239 is what I see, right?
Yeah, that's the code. Yes. All right, I just changed it to let participants submit multiple times, so maybe it'll
allow it now.
I don't know. Okay, so this is not how it was supposed to go, which is a great live demonstration, if you ask me.
Yeah, but you just found out about it, and this is really kind of cool that you can see and do this kind of thing that you can.
Yeah, I really thought it would be neat for us to be able to preview. No, we don't want that. We want to be able to. No,
you have to sign up to get results.
No, you just give them your email address. And I did this last night, and all they did was send me a result for it. That's it. So, it should be okay.
Cool.
So here's the results. Resets results. No, we don't want to do that. I want to see them. And this is where you see them. I see. I thought that they would be, that
like
these
displayed
would be
on
happening.
the main one.
Yeah. 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 So this one doesn't happen in the same way, I think, but okay, so going back to I'm just gonna put us up here. So going back to what happened last night, we had choose the name of the group, right? And it was there was like image number 1 with the name and image number 2 with a different name. And as people voted, number 1, the little graph underneath it got bigger and bigger, and number 2, got a little bit bigger than the number 1 was good, and it was happening live while we were watching it. So it was really cool.
That's
now
cool.
I chose something different because I thought, okay, we've seen polls, we know how polls work. I thought that this interactive one would be better. I should have done a little bit more research, so I apologize to the audience for that, but I think we can have some fun with this. Maybe in another show we'll be able to use this once I know exactly how it works and be able to do some live interaction that way.
Live posts, live polls, live questions. We'll bring a guest on, those kind of things. Yeah, absolutely. What kind of shows would you like to see? Something on
So what 3 things would you bring to your desert island now that I see it? We're going to put this up here again. Sunscreen, water filter, and food. So that's very practical. These are practical answers right there, right?
What? Apple pie. I like apple pie.
Alcohol, and my cell phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
And then a communications device to reach the outside world, my collection of audiobooks, and my guitar, and then apple pie. I am going to admit I brought apple pie. But I thought that I could do a third one, so that's the reason why I only did 2. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. Gil says an ice cream flavor poll would be interesting.
Yes,
actually, that's a great idea. And so this was the same question I asked at the beginning, right, Ron? So thanks for this question, Ron. Does StreamYard have a poll, Michael?
They do not at the time. They have requested. It's been requested a few times, but they do not have any interactive way of doing that at this time. Not sure.
But now they have a giveaway tool that they implemented earlier this year, so they have that. Was that last year?
That was 2 years ago. Yeah, I know.
Good golly, they've had it for like 7 months, Heather. Or 7 years, I meant to say, but whatever.
No, exactly. It's so yeah, it is definitely a requested thing, which I think would be cool with live streaming, some of the live streaming services like Twitch and all that kind of stuff. I know YouTube has it, Twitch has it, and Facebook has it, whatever, but they don't have it collectively in. I don't think Restream does. Restream may have it, but I don't think they do. So
that's interesting. We should look into that and research that. Maybe. I don't know.
And anybody that doesn't know what Restream is basically like StreamYard, just different company, different service. So yes.
Right. So Andrew said a cruise ship, lots of friends, hurricane-proof shelter.
Okay.
That's what he's bringing to the desert island.
The desert island.
Oh, that's funny. So I was wondering what the audience would use, like some ideas that you might use these for. I like what Gil said about the ice cream flavor poll. It would be fun to see. One of the internet's biggest questions. This is a question I would like to know from our audience. We should set up a poll for this. Honestly.
We should.
But on your pizza, pineapple or no pineapple? It's the internet's biggest question. Okay.
I hear you. Yeah, but it's not a dessert question.
Could be, because that would be. I already know Andrew's answer, and that is dessert pizza. It has pineapple on it. I already know that. So.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's
I'd
your
really
poll
like
answer
to know.
to that?
Pineapple on pizza. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Pineapple. Right. Look at this, Mike. Pineapple. always.
Even gives an emoji too.
Yeah. When it comes with a pineapple, that means business. Gil
Mm-hmm.
says half and half. That's too fence
Okay.
sitting. That's not an option, Gil. Gil, your options are yes or no. Those are your options. Ron says you could build the poll into your show. It's a great idea, but needs to be flexible. And I
Agreed.
agree. I think it also should be easy to use. Like, obviously, you don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be fumbling around with it live for the first time, like I just did
Yeah.
today.
Test it out.
Um, but like doing the painting show and asking a live poll, should I
Mm-hmm.
use blue or should I use orange, paint next, and waiting for the answers to occur. You kind of have to build a little bit into your conversation, being
I
able
love those
to
kind of things.
to
Yeah.
wait for the folks to have time to get their answers in, and all that kind of thing. But it's hard to do on Twitch if you are the host and you're the one doing all of that stuff.
Right.
So yeah. Let's see. Andrew said about pineapple. Depends on what else is on it. Anchovies and pineapple do not mix. This is
You do
good to
get
know.
that sweet and savory though. You get that.
That's disgusting. If
There
Gil
you go.
chooses
Little
not to
Rush
decide, he
reference.
still has made a choice.
Little Rush reference there.
Little
Being a
Rush
Canadian, he's
reference.
gotta. Yeah, he's gotta throw that in there. I get it. Love it.
All right. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was kind of hoping that you guys would have a little bit more ideas on what you would use polls for, but I think it would be neat to find out, like if you're running, say, a tech education group, like we know a couple of people who do that, and you're saying like how many people in the audience have an Apple device
Mm-hmm.
or an Android device. Like
Mm-hmm.
that would be a good
Or
poll that
both.
you could put out there. Oh, that's true because you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One thing that's interesting too, I think that now that I learned about like the images and stuff, that they do that over in the YouTube post section, the community section. I've actually thought about with community members, because I can send posts directly just to certain members and I can say, hey, look, here's a thumbnail I'm thinking about using for this. Which one do you
Oh,
think would be a better? And just show the two pictures, let them choose which one they think is better or something. I think something like that. I might
yeah, why not?
start bringing that in and using that kind of thing because
Or
that's
you could
really kind of
even
cool.
you could even do like with your daily tips too. Like do you prefer a daily tip on spreadsheets or do
Oh,
you
right.
prefer a daily tip on YouTube?
Android or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Get some interaction. I think that it's great to have it be something that it drives engagement. That would be pretty cool. Here, let's see what. Oh, sorry,
Mhm.
I almost forgot Jolin's answer to no pineapple, please, not on pizza. So everybody's got their opinion. You're totally allowed to have one. So
Mhm.
polls are good for audience picking colors or what step to do next when building something. Yeah, that's been my experience anyway.
But
In
those are
various
Canadian colors. Canadian colors.
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 In various presentations, Jolin says we use the device poll or local services or cellular
Mhm.
services poll.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay.
Andrew said I could use polls to find out which product forum the user-to-user members might visit most often. That's a great idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, you don't know how to help people unless you ask them what they need help with, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Totally agree. Totally agree.
yeah.
I mean, and I think there's a lot of people out there that once you put some thought into it, it's like there's a lot of times when you ask yourself, I wonder, you know, people ask, I mean, like as a creator or somebody that does a show or somebody that does different things, I wonder how many people actually like this. Or what if we try to do something else? Let's ask and see which they would prefer, or if they think we should change, or do you like the way we do it? Or, those kind of questions are great for polls. I think.
I know. I'm thinking of one right now that I think I would really like to do. Maybe we'll do this on the community page. Maybe while we're in the backstage pass, we'll do this on the community page.
Mhm.
I have an idea. I don't want to give it away, so keep your eyes
Okay.
peeled if you are
Member.
No, you don't have to be a member. I think
Oh,
we just do
nice.
this to all the subscribers. So if
Like
you
it.
are
Like
a
it.
subscriber, look for a poll after the show ends. We're going to put it out there. And
Nice.
yeah, and you know what? It'd be good to test too, because I am an editor on your page, on your YouTube page. If I can run the poll,
Oh,
that
wow.
sounds like tinkering.
It does. We might have to test that one out, huh?
Yeah, I think so. All right, so a couple more things before we wrap up here. Let's see. Mike says, if I did a color poll, you know, he used the U, every option would be orange, of course. So that would be a great poll, except your data would be skewed just a smidge.
True.
Andrew said, got to test later. Exactly. All right. Oh, I think he's actually saying he's got to go because he has to go test. But I'm saying got to test later. The difference a hyphen makes. Anyway, Ron said, we have used polls at Tech for Seniors in the show, but it slows the momentum. Yes. See, this is what I was talking about, Ron. So I think that if you're going to have something like a poll, you have to think ahead. So you have to put up the request for the poll information, right? Then you have to sort of do your presentation or discuss it, bring it up again to remind everybody, by the way, we're still running this poll. You might want to get your answer in. And then you keep going with your presentation only to then say, okay, we're about to show those results and everybody get their answer. And so it's something you really do need to think ahead and plan for properly, I think. And then once that's, now I will tell you, last night it was totally impromptu. Everything about it was very, very haphazard. And so it was standing there looking up at the screen, the person who's in charge of it, waiting for results to come in. And we didn't know that it would be live results. Good work. So it was a little nerve-wracking at first while we waited for the first person to come in. But then once it did, it was like boom, 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 boom. But yeah, you're exactly right, Ron. You do need to plan ahead, but that's content creation, right? We need to plan ahead. As much as Michael and I do not like the planning aspect of the shows, and I don't mean we don't like to plan, I just mean that the more we plan, the more fake it feels. And so we don't like that part of it.
Right.
But you do still have to be prepared. And that's an excellent point, Ron. So appreciate that. And it looks like that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, members. We'll see you guys in the backstage pass. We can talk about this a little bit further. Heather, thank you so much for your help this week. I really do appreciate you.
Glad to be here.
And we will, yeah, I know, especially after having stuff crash on your house. I mean, anyway, so
yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye all. Take care. See ya. Boom.